Hello, Adrian. Hello, Lucky. Justin. Just give me any sign that you're hearing me. Just I'm testing, and we just now have to start. Can you hear me? Hello, Justin. Yeah, just give me a sign that you hear my voice, because yeah, I'm seeing that someone is asking. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's wait for 2 minutes till people join. Just give the people some deadlines to join, and then we will start. Okay, who is Mr. Spook? I don't know him. No, I don't know him. So now we have 8 attendees. Let's wait for the rest of the people to attend. Okay, the 2 minutes have passed. Let's start. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Ashraf Adly. I'm a past president for 2 clubs in Egypt. Currently, I'm a membership director in the Rotary E-Club of Global Peace and Leadership. Regarding my personal data, I am a pharmacist. I work as a technical manager for Middle East and Africa in a pharmaceutical British company called GSK. I've been in Rotary and Rotaract since 2013. Quite a short period with Rotaract and Rotary, but I have been exposed to a lot of activities and a lot of experience within these years, which took me to the place where I am in now, the Global Peace and Leadership E-Club, with a great team now. So, first of all, I know that many people have questions about our E-Club and the purpose of why we started it. I guess we all Rotarians have the responsibility shared to take action for most of the world's issues and problems we have and we are facing currently. Our main purpose of our club is to promote peace and support for education. We are ready to work with anybody or any global party that is caring for peace and education, but not also peace and education, as well as all the avenues of Rotary that are including peace and education, sanitation, hygiene, saving mother, economic problems of certain countries. We have more than 35,000 clubs of Rotary around the world, and we are open to work with all of these clubs. Currently, our club is composed of 25 members out of 16 countries. We have 16 nationalities in our club, which is a good melange of different nationalities and cultures. Countries that have given us our great team, including Romania, Serbia, Bulgaria, Egypt, Italy, UK, Cayman Island, Germany, Mexico, Poland, and the rest of the 16. I don't memorize all the 16 countries, but we are a club that it's practically speaking, it's covering all the world and all the globe. But before talking about our club purpose, scope and actions, I would like to show you a little story of how we started everything. Just wait, I'm charging the camera. If you have a problem of seeing, just tell me. I'm just going to the presentation. So this is our logo of the club. I just went to the end of the page, and I like the quote actually Adrian has added, that together we can build an international youth decision-making body and make the youth voice be heard, which is our target in all the modules we are making, is that yes, we are not the one who invented the model of United Nations, but our model of United Nations can deliver the voice of youth to all the international bodies, including the United Nations. And we all know that there is a special relation between the United Nations and Rotary. We have 2 Rotary seats at the United Nations, and Rotary is considered one of the highest consultant bodies that is working with the United Nations. But let's start how this story began from the beginning. We had some good friends and good Rotarians and Rotaracts who had a passion back in 2013. They were at Romania, especially in the club of Baia-Mare. By 2013, they initiated the idea of global Rotaract model of United Nations, and they had the first module. Then the idea started to expand, and it went to London in Westminster Club, 2014. Following that, it went to Central Europe, back to Belgrade in Serbia, and they had the third module there. After that, we had a special edition in New York, 2016, where we attended with the World Model of United Nations, Change the World module, and we were part of we were covering the United Nations High Refugee Committee as a part of our scope, and we attended the World module at the United Nations headquarters in New York. And our resolution was sent directly to the official United Nations office, and it was part of how we are dealing with the United Nations and how we are transferring the voice of youth to the United Nations itself, being practical and going to their headquarters and having our modules there. The same year we had the module, which is our main module, which takes place in Bulgaria, Sofia Sadiqa, 2016. After that, one of the most special modules we had, it was in Lebanon, 2017. There is where we as a team, those of who had attended many of our modules and those of who had the same passion, we sat together and we said, why would we have just one module per year, or even if we have a special module, why don't we have a club that is working all the year together to focus on peace and leadership? Yes, our modules are very special. We are encouraging youth and people, even non-Rotaractors and non-Rotarians, to explore the diplomat way of dealing, how decisions are being made by high parties and high bodies. So why would we do this just for once per year? Why would we just meet once per year? Why wouldn't be meeting like a normal Rotary club? Why wouldn't be having activities and a hierarchy of a normal Rotary club? Following this module, actually, which is I feel it's our special and now it's our booming point, we decided to create our Rotary eclub, which is currently under chartering. We are waiting for chartering in the coming few months, hopefully next month. And after that, I hope that next month we will be attending this special edition of Rotary Model of United Nations, which is in collaboration with Future We Want MUN and Italian Diplomacy Academy, which will take place again in the United Nations at New York at the headquarters. And we are expecting a lot of attendees and a lot of delegates to be participating. This year is special for our club because we are also having another module taking place at India, New Delhi Club, Rotaract DTU special edition at India, taking place in April, where our main module, the winners of the competition that we make every day, every year, to know who will be attending or who will be hosting our annual edition. This year would be in Lithuania at Kaunas Fortress Club. They will be hosting our 7th editions of the MUN. Last but not least, I would like to introduce you to the team, the lovely team, the people who have passion to change the world, the people who have passion to have ideas to improve the global peace and to transfer the voice of youth to all the world, not making our actions passive but making it active. This is our lovely team. We are 25 members from the whole world. We are, as I said before, we are from 16 different countries. Let's look at our websites. First of all, we have this Rotaract MUN website, which have all the data and information about all our past modules, our vision, our mission to change the world through our voices and the collaboration of all the youth, as well as the other website. This website, the other website, is representing our club. It's so far under construction, but it has a lot of data about our club, our board of directors, a lot of rich data. Let's see here. Actually, I had the chance to tell you the website just by writing it, but I like you to visualize what we are seeing here. This is our website for Rotaract MUN. This is pictures of our previous modules and data about all the previous modules with all the topics we have covered. We have covered a lot of topics that would be beneficial to the world in terms of policy and politics. We have covered the nuclear problem issue within the Middle East and the whole world. We have covered the refugees issue that is booming now and affecting Europe and the whole of the world. We have covered education and sanitation problems in different modules, the health problems, and we are just simulating what is taking place actually in the world in the diplomacy and politics. As I said, this is our website of the MUN, and this is our club website, the Rotaract Global Peace and Leadership. You could find all of our activities, missions and visions, board of directors, and as well as our meetings are open to anyone who wants to attend. We have a bi-weekly meeting that's open to anyone who would like to attend. So let's finish our visualized presentation and let's get back to Ashraf Adly again. Let me just check the camera. Okay. So, hello again. Back again to our introduction. I would like to say, I guess many people have some questions to our club. Many people are asking why we are having an e-club instead of our normal Rotary club. Actually, when we checked our bylaws at the Rotary, we discovered that the difference between an e-club and a normal club is little difference between them. But the idea of an e-club, as I said before, we are 16 national members of the club, so it's very hard to attend face-to-face meetings. We had to have a solution for that, and the other way we had to launch our club. So we agreed to have it as an e-club. We meet bi-weekly online, which keeps us updated with all what we are doing. Instead of not seeing each other face-to-face in the meetings, but our club members are very active and they are participating as leaders and effective personals of many of the world events. For example, as I said, we have a module at the United Nations in New York next month. Following that, we have this special module at India, as well as Adrian, who is the club president. He is a Secretary General of World Peace Forum that's taking place at Toronto in Canada, which is one of the strongest peace forums around the world. Also, as we saw in our membership photos that I showed, we have Dominicus, who is the president of the World Peace Forum. He is a member of our club, which adds a lot of value to our club and to the credibility of that we actually are working for peace and leadership. We usually, besides having an online meeting, we have a face-to-face meeting once per year in our main module, which will be this year in Lithuania, The World Club is supposed to be attending all of this. Besides, we are attending all the United Nations Rotary Days at the headquarters of the United Nations. Last year we attended it at Geneva, and we participated in the WIPO, as well as the United Nations talks and sessions that would hold place there. Our club is a newborn club. We are still waiting for our chartering document, and we are hosted by Rotary Club of Baia Mare, which is our parent club in Romania, as well as a Rotary Club of Ukraine. Those clubs are the clubs that are introducing us to the Rotary family, and they are guiding us through the normal Rotary process and routine. Maybe you have some questions about the nomenclature of our club. I guess our members are attending now. They are talking about why we have a global peace and leadership nomenclature. We have gone through this debate for months and months, talking about how we could mention, how we could describe what we are doing in our club in its name. Its name will remain with us for years. We are leaders. We are seekers of global peace. We are leading a lot of activities in our daily routine and in our works. Our members are really leaders in our in their positions. Apart from me, I won't speak about myself, but we have doctors, and we have entrepreneurs, we have lawyers, we have engineers, we have many leaders, people in their position. These people will be supporting global peace beside leading their positions in their daily tasks and jobs. But also they care about global peace and the well-being of the humanity, not to forget about their intention and their past work. Most of our members have a previous experience in Rotary and Rotaract Interact clubs. They came from different cultures, different activities they had at their clubs and their countries. Some of our members are non-Rotarians, are non-Rotaractors, but they have the same passion. They share us the same eager to change the world and have to be active in the international community and to be an active body of how we should change our world and make it more peaceful. I guess we are a transition phase between Rotaract and Rotary. We are youth. Most of us didn't cross the 30 years of age, so we are considered a transition phase between Rotary and Rotaract. We could change the world. How we could change the world? We know that there are gaps between Rotary and Rotaract in terms of age. We are the transition phase. We are an international club that aims to do the link between Rotaract and Rotary through encouraging people to follow our activities, to follow our modules. We are youth, but we are experienced in peace and in encouraging youth people to deliver their voice. Some youth may believe that international diplomatic decisions are just a trademark for certain people or just old people, but we prove that we can deliver our voice to the international bodies. Each of our modules had a resolution at the end of the module. This resolution is formally delivered to the United Nations as part of an agreement to have a youth decision or a youth voice considered of the international decisions. So how could we do this more better than this? I have a sarcastic or an ironic idea here. Most of our club are from Europe, and now I'm directing a message to Eric, which is the major body overlooking Rotaract clubs of Europe. And here I am a Middle Eastern from Egypt, and I'm talking to you about global peace. So how do you look at this? This means that our club just aims to deliver a peace message to all the world, starting from Europe, and after that we are spanning throughout the whole globe, from the Far East to the Western countries, up to the United Nations itself at New York. Being here, representing our club, presenting our region, which is struggling with a lot of peace conflicts. And I would like to thank the ERIC board and the ERIC representative that they gave me this chance to represent our club and to deliver our message for peace and for supporting all the other clubs that are aiming to work with us and to work for the global community, international community, Rotary International, United Nations, to improve the ways that we are having for peace and we are having for international community. Okay, I am seeing some questions now. Let's go to the questions. I have seen a question saying, do you have a disadvantages of having an online meeting? For sure, online meeting is not like a face-to-face meeting. But if you have a combination of people that are aiming to travel anywhere in the globe just to attend a peace meeting, I guess an online meeting for them is not a big deal. They can attend whenever, whatever time, wherever they are. A lot of members are attending even when they are traveling. I speak for myself now. I'm not in Cairo, I'm not in my home place. I am traveling in Alexandria, away from my home place. But I'm here and I'm giving this webinar because I believe in the case. I believe in peace. I believe in the ERIC team and the Europe team of Rotaract. I believe in the message that Rotaract wants to deliver. I don't care about distances and about where I am, what time is it. When I spoke about the nationalities we have people from East Asia, from Japan, and we have members from the West, from Mexico. We are of different time zones, but we all are capable of attending, and we all have the eager to attend all the meetings, give our inputs, participating in all the events that we are able to join. I don't like to speak about myself a lot, but one of the things that make me very interested to work online, and not online, I mean work to deliver our message. I have been selected in the next World Cup organizing team. I'll be looking after the doping control unit, but in parallel I will be transferring a message to the community there, and if I could deliver it to the players I would, but this is an example of how we are participating in our community, how we are participating in the places we are going, high events in the world, not related to Rotary but related to international activities, and this is how we have our passion here. Another question I'm seeing, other than MEN, what other projects are you working on or are considering to do? Currently we are kicking off our club. We are focusing more on MUNs and projects that are supporting peace and education. We have scattered clusters of teams, of regions. We have a cluster in Africa, we have a cluster in Europe and America, we have a cluster in Asia that is working on the SDGs of the United Nations, the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. There are 17 goals. We are focusing on them. Whenever there are a possibility to work on these SDGs, we go directly to it. I would speak for my country, Egypt. I am currently having communication with the UNICEF. UNICEF are in charge of education and children well-being. I currently work at a pharmaceutical company. This pharmaceutical company is eager to work to save the children. We are currently working with an international organization called Save the Children, and I guess the UNICEF as well is focusing on that. So I try to be a link between all these organizations in terms of finding funding for this projects, or finding an international support for these projects. Currently, I'm trying to focus on my region, is Egypt and Africa, but I guess all of our members would be focusing for their own culture and their own country. And since we are scattered among 16 countries, I would say that our club is covering 16 countries with their vicinities, which is nearly the globe. Let's move to another question. Yes, a question: how do you focus on SDGs? SDGs, if you want to consider that SDGs are a vast, wide, there are 17 is a large number, sorry for that, but 17, we can focus on what our community requires. Like, if we are talking about Africa, I won't speak about other places. Africa, they have a problem in hunger and education. So for Africa, we focus on hunger and education, sanitation of water for sure. Our Rotary in Egypt is working actually with UNICEF to deliver clean water to the poor areas. Education is part of the UNICEF targets. They are working on education and the quality of education, not just education. You can go to schools which have a basic part of education, but they are not having a quality education system. This is how the way we are focusing on SDGs, depending on each country and each region, what are the main problems on there. As a question: do you ever feel that SDGs are just solving the symptoms of problems and not the root problem? I can reply on this on one of our Rotary basics. When we deliver our message, basically on Rotary and Rotaract, especially on the community service projects, we don't say that we give money or we give food to people who are needy. We say that we are supporting them to support themselves in the future. I remember that one of our Rotary agreements in Egypt with the UNICEF is whenever someone who is had a water supply to his home and he is taught how to do plumbing, he has to teach another the resident of the same area who is willing to have another water supply how to plumb. So we are developing the community. We are not just treating symptoms. We are supporting people to treat the root cause. This is about sanitation. If you are talking about education and in polio, I guess all our Rotarians know that we have solved and we have eradicated nearly the polio from out the world. So this is working on the root cause. It's not working on the symptom. Polio is not a symptom. Polio is the root cause of paralysis. We had a project here in Egypt. I will be part of it, and I will link it with our club, which is related to education of elder people, illiteracy. We work with some global communication companies. I wouldn't say their name for not commercial marketing for them, but we are working line to line with them. Even Bill Gates is supporting this project for education. We have a target to for illiteracy to make 10,000 people every year well educated. Through supporting teachers of the TOT system, teaching of the teacher to teach for a class. Also, we are encouraging these families to learn by giving some support to their families. Like, we have target for them. If you completed your class, you've completed your lesson with a high degree, you will receive a sort of a gift that it will support you to go through your normal life. It's like, for example, for women, if she succeeded in learn and she passed all the tests, she get a sewing machine. He start sewing and start walking, as well as the one who is a finalized his lesson. He is requested to teach other person as the same other illiteracy program. So we are not just working on symptoms, we are planting the seeds and we are giving them water to grow. The seed will grow on itself, but we are just some external support. Yes. What other questions we have here? Yeah, I have a question on how can someone join the eclub, even your club. Okay, since I'm the membership director, I'm in charge of the recruitment and the membership awareness here. Frankly speaking, our first year we are not receiving new members because, as you know, if you are Rotarian, you know that first year is quite critical for all the Rotary clubs. We are new team. Some of us were not Rotarians or Rotaractors, so we have to establish our melange or our synchronization between different people. It won't be the right idea to add new people now because we need to establish our ground base. We need to establish our scope and our targets. We are yet to be chartered. Once we are chartered, we will have to go through the international agreements and decisions and work with international bodies. But I promise you, after this year, after we have been established, after we have a strong ground to launch from, membership will be open. We are open. We are very open to work with anyone. You should not focus on being a member of our club. Maybe in the future, if you want to join, we are very open. We are at a transition phase between Rotaract and Rotary. But we are open to any project that is offered by anyone. Here we are talking to the ERIC clubs. I would like to work with ERIC. They are very strong society. They are very strong in terms of projects and ideas. We are very open to work with them, and here I offer all of our openness and welcoming to work with them, and even normal clubs or solo clubs, if they want to work with us, they are very welcome, and they are all the welcoming words cannot express how eager we are to welcome and receive new clubs. So another question: do you think supporting SDGs would constitute an advantage for Rotary as key actor for a more peaceful world? Is this more? Yes, we have more to do. We have 17 areas of focus for the SDGs, which are targeted for the whole world, addressed by the United Nations and accepted by the Rotary. Currently, since our club is a baby newborn club, we are targeting peace and education, but with days, with growing up, with more maturity, we'll be working on more and more SDGs in our region, in our regions, in the globe. We have some representatives at the United Nations. We are attending yearly meetings at the United Nations. We know how the SDGs are going. We know how to deliver our voice, even if you are not, or if you haven't been working with one of the SDGs in your community or your local club. You have the opportunity to work with us to deliver your voice to the United Nations and global bodies. They have credibility on our words. They trust us, and we trust you. You can deliver whatever you want to work with, and we can deliver your voice to the United Nations. Okay, let's have some more questions. How did the people join? Well, actually, all of our club members, they attended one of the Rotaract model MUN somewhere in our 7 modules or 6 modules. some of them were project managers, some of them were just delegates, but all of them, they had an idea of what is an MUN or what is our target or basic target of MUN have been required or asked for them. Oh, some other questions. Let's go for questions. Some questions here. Just 1 second. I'm here with you. If you have more questions, please send it to me. I'm here to reply on all your questions and to transfer or translate the message of how we are supporting global peace. Okay. What will be the future being of Rotaract MUN? What are your plans to support other projects with Rotary Club as well as or the main? Okay, our future targets is, for the short term, is supporting peace and education, as I mentioned. For the longer term project, we are eager to support any project that is supporting all the well-being of humanity, that works on developing the leadership of the members. We are just not supporting projects, we are supporting members. That's why our name of the club wasn't just Global Peace, it was also Global Peace and Leadership. Leadership is our main target beside Global Peace. We aim to develop the leadership skills of all the members as well as other participants or partners in other clubs. Eric is one of our close contact organizations. We are working with them. We have been contacting them since we launched our idea, and some of the boards here would remember that we have had nice conversations during the Rotary United Nations Day at the Geneva. And we are aiming for future cooperation between our club and this organizing committee of Europe. What is your event in 2 weeks? What is the main theme and anything else you want to share? In 2 weeks, we will be part of the Future We Want at the United Nations in New York. This is the great chance. Unfortunately, the registration is being closed last week. We had quite a lot of participants from Rotary and Rotaract, so I guess if it's 300 participants from Rotaract. We will be participating in the Future We Want. We are partners with a lot of international organizations that are targeting peace and development of leadership in people. Half of our club, or I may say a third of our club, is participating in this module. We will be part of a module that takes place at the United Nations, which became like a routine activity of our club. Nowadays, we have attended like 4 or 3 modules at the United Nations. We are enhancing our relations with the United Nations. Some of our club members are attending the UNESCO Rotary Day at the UNESCO, which takes place next month. But we are not participating as an organizer or as a body. But this encourages our members to attend, and this gives a good image how our club and how our members are attending all our events that are related to peace and leadership. Okay, let's take some other questions. Okay, some question. What are the differences between eclub and Norma clubs? There is no difference. Actually, the difference is just that we, as an eclub, we are attending the meetings online. We are from 16 different countries, so face-to-face meetings is very hard for us. So the eclub is a good idea. How many? Okay. What is the main purpose of the club? Main purpose of the club is peace and leadership. The name Nomenclature develops peace and leadership, and I would say friendship, since I'm membership director. We aim to gather all the forces together to support the global peace activities. We aim to unite all the youth under a voice that is delivered to the United Nations and to the global bodies, not just the United Nations, but all the bodies that care about the global peace. So I have finished now. I hope that you benefited from this webinar. I would give the mic now to the organizers. We have here I'm seeing Justin and Lucky. They are online. If you have more questions, or if the other members have more questions, or you need any clarification about our club or our scope or how we can improve our global peace initiatives, I'm open to all your questions, and I'm open to all your interaction with us. Okay, Justin, I'm not dropping anything. I'm here with you. I have the full time for you. Okay, more questions. There are repeated questions. Okay, you can join us. Yes, I'm seeing some questions asking about joining us. Yes, you can join us, but currently for this year, join us as a partner, but not as a member. We have a baby. We need to grow, making him grow. After he has his first steps, yes, you can join. Promise. I don't know if I will be the membership director next year, but we are a very flexible club. We are a global club from everywhere. You can join us, you can work with us, you can give us ideas and work with us on global peace. Our main target is global peace, and we don't have any agendas. As I say, I am Middle Eastern, most of our clubs are Europeans, and I'm here talking with you about global peace initiatives. So we are one team, we are one passion, we have the same eager to support humanity. So don't feel offended, or don't feel that you have a barrier to work with us. We are very open to everyone, everywhere, every time, whenever you want to work with us. Okay, and I'm done with all my presentation and all I have to say. If you want to ask me more questions, I will give like 3 minutes more open for questions. I will be with you. So after these 2 minutes or 3 minutes, if we are done with questions, I will end the call. And it's not the last thing we have got to contact with. We are there, we are online, we are everywhere. Whenever you want to contact us, I have shared, let me share again our websites. This is Rotaract MUN and Rotary Peace and Leadership Organizations. You will find a lot of data on these websites, and I guess you know many or some of the club members. They are everywhere. They might be your friends, so you don't have any problem in contacting them, asking them, offering them your ideas. We are open to any collaboration or any sharing with our great members or great partners. 1 minute has passed. No more questions. Let's wait for another minute, and then let's close the call. Let me fix the mic. Okay. So 2 minutes have passed. I'm very glad that I've been talking with you. Thank you again for the Eric board and Eric team that gave me this chance to direct and represent our club. I would thank my club again for having the trust in me to deliver this message. And I would like to give a message to all the Rotarians around the world. We are here. We want to develop the community, and we want to have peace among all the communities, all the conflicts we could support. If you are young, if you are having some passion to work in diplomatic career, we are there. We have our modules. We can support you whenever you want to encourage your friends or increase your knowledge or support your task and skills in diplomacy, global peace. We are there. We are easily reachable, and we will not close our doors. Thank you again. I guess I will finish this live chat. You have my contacts whenever you want some more clarification. I will be there. Thank you. Good night. Good afternoon for people from in the morning there, and see you soon. Bye bye.